boys when she dances. But this dance is a fairly, I would say, modern dance. Because the lady it was created for, she just passed away a few years ago, but she was alive. And so this dance goes back maybe, I don't know, maybe 40 years ago or so. I'm not really sure, but this dance it's what they call a healing dance. Because this dance, the story was that this young girl was very, very ill, very sick, and her father was very concerned and didn't know what to do. And he would like, in his own way, he would like say prayers and that type of thing. And then one night he had a dream. He dreamed that his daughter was okay, and she was dancing to some music, and she had on this dress that had these hanging things, and they were making noises. And so he told his wife and different people, and his wife and them put together a dress for this young girl that was sick. And somehow, I don't know this part of the story, but somehow she got better. She got well, and she wore this dress that they made, and she danced in that dress. So they call it the healing dance. And it's to be shared with all the people, like we're going to share today. And Audrey's going to demonstrate this dance, and I'm not sure what we're going to sing. Is it 2 push-ups or 4 or 2 push-ups? That means we're going to go 2 verses. And then is she going to do a side step or just the 2 verses? 2 and 2. Okay, the first one she's going to do is a regular style dance. And it's going to be 2 times through, Audrey. Do your step. This is the jingle dress dance. Smile, and that means she appreciates. Now, this next dance she's going to perform is called a side step dance. It's a side step for this, and it's made just for this style of dancing. Really, nobody else does it but the jingle dress dancers, and this is a side step. Audrey, thank you. All right, thank you. Good job. All right, and now next we have Pi Roberts. Come on out here, Pi. And if you notice, she's safety concerned, and that's a good thing. She's got her mask on. Now, Pi is going to dance a dance that we do here in this area, in the southern area. It's called the Southern Cloth Dress Dance. And it is made out of cloth, her dress, and it's the southern style of what you would call, I guess you would say, a traditional dance. And it's for the female, for the girls and the ladies. And if you'll notice, she has certain designs that are sewn on this dress, and they mean stuff to her tribes. She's what's your tribes? Choctaw, Chickasaw, and Taos Pueblo. So she's a great mixture of tribes, and she's going to share this dance. And if you'll notice, it's a reserved type of dance, and it's the dance that the ladies, a lot of the ladies here in our area, they choose to do this dance, and it's a pretty dance. And this is the women's or Southern Cloth Dress Dance.
Did they not at that? No, not right now. Oh, you said it didn't go up there? Well, not because we thought we could serve
She's going to demonstrate another kind of dance, that the Southern Cloth Dress Dance that they do. Really, a lot of people do this dance, but the Southern Cloth, it's kind of one of their favorites. And it's a fairly, I don't know how to describe it. It's a dance where they dance in a circle, but they dance sideways. And it's called the round dance. And I guess it's called the round dance because they go in a circle. And that circle is very meaningful to our Native American people. Circle means a lot. Our life is about a circle. We start very young, and then we go to where we're young people. Then we go to be young adults, and then older elders. And that's a circle, that circle of life they talk about. And this circle means a lot because everything is in a circle. Everything natural is in the circle, like the planets, the trees, even the trees. They're if you notice, it's a circle. And almost everything that we know of that's natural is built around the circle. So this is the round dance, or some people used to call it the circle dance. Good job, Pat. Thank you. Now, just to mention something, you notice that these gentlemen here are singing these native songs, and this drum that they're using, it's in a circle, of course, but the drum they're using, they call it their grandpa. They designate names and where this all came from. It's way, 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 way back. And sometimes we don't even know the origins. We just continue on with it because that's what we're told to do, is to pass these things on to our kids and to their kids, far as it can go. And the singer here, the main singer here, the gentleman in the red shirt, his name is Mike Tyson. And no, I'm just kidding. His name is Joe Lika. And what he does, he has a group of gentlemen that he takes around to different gatherings, and they set up and they sing for the dancers, much like we're doing today. So thank you, Joe, and really do appreciate you bringing this grandfather over. Now the next dance that we're going to share with you, maybe I should do it next, because you guys are more exciting than I am. This dance that we're going to do next is called the men's traditional dance, and it's the one that I do. And if you'll notice, we're all dressed differently. We have different kinds of regalia. Then we don't call them, just so you know, we don't call these costumes. They're not costumes. We wear costumes at Halloween, that kind of thing, costume parties. But these are real. They're not costumes. These are our tribal clothing, our tribal regalia, and they mean a lot to us. The colors can mean something, because I wear certain colors that are meaningful to myself and my family. These feathers that I'm holding, these are real. These are eagle feathers. These feathers, they're from a golden eagle, and it all means something. There's so much to this. I can't go into every little detail, but there's meaning behind everything that I have on. Everything, even the fringes, even that means something. You know, in a certain kind of day, when it's a cloudy day, but the sun's still trying to shine through, and you see those sun rays, that's what fringes are. The sun rays, that's what they represent. And if you'll notice, I have fringes here and there on me. That's what that's about. And so I'm going to go ahead and do 2 dances. The first one is going to be a warrior dance, a man's warrior traditional dance. And it's about a warrior, and he's telling his story about what he's done, maybe in a battle, maybe on a hunt, maybe just a scouting party. But he's telling a story to the people back home because they wanted to see, so they make him perform for them when they return, the warriors. And the next dance that I'm going to do after that is called Duck and Duck. Crow Hop. It's called Crow Hop. And that dance is for this dress that I wear, this kind of outfit. So for the first one is going to be a warrior dance, and the second one is going to be a crow hop. And you'll see they're different when I do them. So.
You guys are in for a treat. I don't know if he told you his name. His name is George Cricket Shields. Travels all over the USA and Canada. World-class dancer. You guys are in for a treat.
give me a second to take a breath. I want to let him breathe hard. Talk to you. All right. Thank y'all. Now the next dance that we're going to share is called the Strother dance. This is Tatiana Barsendabar. And what tribes are you?
Seminole, Creek, Caddo, Cheyenne, and Pawnee.
That's a lot of tribes, and that's awesome. So we got different, like I said, we have different tribal groups. We're all different tribes, as some of you are. Now this dance, there's different stories about this dance. Some people call it the butterfly dance, and you'll see why when she dances. And some people say it originated from this cloth slow that style. We have competitions that we dance at powwows, and I was told in one story that two lady dancers that danced the way Pi does were dancing against each other, and one of them, I was told, wanted to try to win more than the other, and she kind of started getting fancy. And so the other one also, she saw that, and she started getting a little fancy. And then it developed into a whole new dance, and that's the one that we're going to share with you. And this is the ladies' shawl dress dance. Sorry, folks, I'm a little out of breath. I'm out of shape. Now the next dance that she's going to perform is called a double beat, foot slide. And it's another style of dance. You notice each dancer, there's more than one thing that they can do. So this is called a double beat. Tatiana. All right. Thank you all. You know what, something I forgot to mention? You notice that when the dancers dance, they're in the same beat as the drum. And then when the drum stops at the end, they stop. And there's thousands and thousands of songs. But these dancers, they're pretty good. Even the younger ones, they're so professional, they stop on time to these songs. And you'll notice at the last drum beat, boom, they stop. Now, this dance that we're going to share with you now, this is the last dance, and it's called the grass dance. The grass dance. And this dance is pretty old. It's been passed from tribe to tribe. And from what I understand, this dance, the way it originated, one of the stories I heard about this dance is there was a young boy, and he couldn't run and play with the other kids because something was wrong with him physically. He had some kind of problem with his body, and he couldn't run, and he couldn't do the things the other boys could do. And it kind of made him kind of sad in a way, because there was something wrong with his legs. And one day, they said in this story that he was out on the plains, and he was thinking about that, wishing he could be like the other boys, wishing he could do the things that they did. Well, in this story, as he was sitting there thinking, some people would say meditating, or even possibly praying. But as he was thinking about this, the wind kind of started picking up, and it started blowing the grass. And where he was from, grass grew about that tall, called prairie grass. And the wind started blowing that grass. And it was moving as the wind was blowing this grass. And as it was whistling through these big tall pieces of grass, he started hearing a little tune, like a song. And so as he was sitting there, he started moving with that grass. He was moving. And then at some point he stood up, and in that tune he could still hear it. And he kind of started dancing. In his own way, he started dancing. And they said that was a miracle, they said, that he was able to do something like the other young people. And he had this new dance. And he told his mother and father, and they told people, and they developed what they call a society about this dance. And different men joined in, and they became members of this. They call it a grass dance society. They wanted to be members to honor this young boy because of the miracle that happened for him. And this dance has been passed around from a lot of tribes, and now we have it here also. It's been here for a while in Oklahoma. And this is Wolfie Lika, and he's Creek, Seminole, and also he's Alaskan. He's Tlingit from Alaska. And he's going to be sharing some kind of song with us. What kind is it, Jeff? What kind of song? He's going to get one song 3 times through. And what's it going to be? Straight song, regular song. And this is Wolfie Lika and the Grass Dance. So give him a round of applause. He's a very, very good dancer. And we're lucky to have him today.
Yeah, can y'all do one or two intertribals?
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. Now we're going to do a dance where we all dance
Here.
together.
Oh.
And this is our last dance, and it's going to be called the intertribal dance because we're different tribes,
Okay.
and we're going to
Can you
dance
hold
together.
yours while you hold it?
Now,
I'm trying to take
the
pictures.
ladies,
I'm trying to
and
take
the
pictures
men,
too.
young boys, old folks, they all dance on these songs. And they're meant for everybody to enjoy themselves. The meaning of this dance, these dances, are for people to enjoy themselves. So the story goes that these dances were given, and we can't help it but say it, were given to us by the Creator for us to enjoy our life and be proud of who we are. So all of you out there that have native blood in your families, these dances also belong to you. And even you that don't have native blood in your families. Nowadays, this dance has been shared with everybody. So natives, non-natives, we all dance together on these songs. And so it's meant for everybody. And these songs are meant to be shared. And so this dance is for you. It's a part of you. And we thank you for helping be a great audience. You guys are really, really good. And this last dance is the intertribal war dance. We say war dance. It's not really about war, but that's the dance they call it that. But this is the intertribal powwow dance.
You want 2 or 4? Huh? Which one you want, 2 or 4?
4?
4? You want 4 times 3?
Yeah, I'll sing the first two and then we'll
That Wolf is sitting there. Then you can jam all you want.
All right.
I'm gonna buck you off.
Hey, we didn't do a trick song yet. Are you going to dance? Go ahead and dance. Make it.
No, I'll sing. Go ahead.
Hey!